All right, Shalom. This is Ashar Ben Ashrala at Elijah Camp, located here in Jezreel, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like to praise and glory to the Father and the Son in the proper Jewish tongue. Call Halam La, Yahweh, Bashim Ashai, Bashim, Harakak, that's my mouth. Also, the honor to the elders, Apostle GMS, the honor to my apostles well, on Elijah Camp, Ahar One Bashrala, peace, blessings, 1/3, and citations to the footlet. You be as you're going into false prophets, ultimately what you call it, love is shown over someone they supposed beauty or supposed riches, then loving them up, what's on the inside ultimately, what is truly commendable for them to be judged by. All right, so this is Sirach, also known in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11, start at verse 1. It says, wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him making him sit among great men. So kind, man. That's the main thing. That's what everyone looks at, someone that is as grand in this world, even though the scripture says not many mighty or noble are called, the ones that are noble and grand and rich in this world are seen as great men, ultimately, But that's not how the Lord set it up. The Lord didn't set up for the ones that are rich. And at least, especially in this world, this is Esau's kingdom, Babylon. All right? So the people that set up on high right now, or even the main jesters that are seen as great people, they're not great. They're not great people because they have no wisdom. They have no wisdom, not the understanding. They have no knowledge of the scriptures or prophecy or history. That's making them they're nothing. they're nothing, not the Lord, at least. It's a couple of jakes in there, but those if they don't believe on the name Yahweh Bashim Ashai, then yeah, they're kind of a stubble. They're kind of a chaff. All right. And that's why it says wisdom lift up the head of him that is a low decree, and making him to sit among great men. So kind of, man, if you have the wisdom and the understanding of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, that's where you get your greatness from, man. That's where you get to be grand. Ultimately, I get to be part of the hopeful elect. Yahweh Tazah, man. Because that wisdom and understanding led me to be here. The understanding from the Most High, literally. If I wasn't able to understand, I wouldn't be here. I'll be like I don't know. Well, I don't want to say I'll be like that, but without knowledge and understanding, you'd be like Zakari or IOIC or like a regular Christian that you have Bible knowledge, so to speak. You know how to you can quote a script, you can quote a scripture or whatever all day. You say you read it. You say you read the Bible 8 times, but you don't know anything about it. You don't know the prophecy, the history, what to go back to. What does it mean? Whatever. No answers to anybody's questions. You are truly a bum. Bum because of your knowledge, not because of how you look, but because of your knowledge. It says verse 2. It says, commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. All right, so kind of, man, this is good. This men, it's like you. This is what our people do nowadays, man. They wanna of course, yeah, you can't be speaking of mega churches. They wear all types of stupid junk, man, nowadays. They were wearing Louboutin, Balenciaga, all them devil worshiping Edomite clothing brands that go against the hate our people and hate God. All right. So nonetheless, it's commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance, man. You're not supposed to love somebody on how they look. I mean, this is simple child stuff that's something you teach a child. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just cause you wear a nice suit, don't mean you. Just cause you wear a good looking suit, and don't mean you're a good man or a good woman. All right. And as far as the prophets go, Just cause they wear a good suit don't mean they are proper. Oh, he got a 3-piece tuxedo. He gotta be a man of the Lord. That's not how it works. The Lord said, "Rehearse the righteous acts." How was shot 2 years ago, along with his disciples, and they was wearing the garments. They were wearing the garment down to the foot. All right, they had a border of blue and the fringes, man. All right, to represent the covenant and the laws, such commandments that we're supposed to be under right now, that we're supposed to follow to the best of our ability. You know, these priests are wearing bow ties and ties or whatever. I don't represent nothing but some type of deity or something. All right, so verse 3, and just laying back off of what it said, verse 1. If you got wisdom, you know, that's what's our duty to get wisdom and read and and want to be part of the first fruits. You know, this is also a duty of a simple bee. Verse 3 says the bee is little among such as fly. All right, it's not the fastest or anything like that. It's not the fastest fly. Its wings are not made to like cut through like a dragonfly is made to, and how a fly can remember this so easily. A bee is made to do its duty and to make honey. All right. It says the bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things, man. Where do you go to get your honey? All right, just like we're the small things. We're the foolish things of the world. All right, we're the foolish things of the world. We're made to look that way, but really we are the chief cornerstone. Oh, it's like we are the cornerstones, and Yahweh being the chief cornerstone. So where are you gonna get your honey? Where you gonna get your milk and honey from? You gonna get it from a fly? You gonna get it from a dragonfly? You gonna get it from a stork? You gonna get it from a eagle? What's like I ain't saying eagle, but you can get it from something that can cut air, or something that's made to produce the most one of the most valuable things on this earth. Honey. And of course, metaphorically speaking, or honestly, real speaking, is wisdom. The most powerful things in the universe to have. All right. So it says, verse 4, boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. All right. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden. All right. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of hath worn the crown. All right. Hold on. Let me see how far I should go. I think I'll say that actually. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment. Exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and the works among men are hidden. All right. The works of men really don't matter, man. You just like we can probably go into you have a crown, you have riches like a prince or like a king. They have a crown, they have riches, then they pass away. Then the riches are given right back to the earth, maybe to their sons, but then whatever to their sons, yada yada, so on and so forth. All right, this wisdom is going to be basically embedded to your spirit. Jeremiah 1:5. All right, before I formed in the belly, I knew thee, and I ordained thee a prophet. So you already was going to set up to be a prophet, set up to get what wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You're not set up to a soul not gonna be set up to have riches. It can be easily taken away from you. That's why it says put your treasures in heaven, man. So thieves don't thieves or mobs don't get to it. All right. So our wisdom is we get our wisdom from Yahweh Shai. This treasure, even if you the 10th generation prince, you can be set up. You can actually be set up to get that money. And boom, a militia come and steal all your money. You done for. That's when that put trust in this money. Put trust in your raiment. Put trust in this world. Put a bit trust in Yahweh Shai. Not even this universe. All right. Put a bit trust in the one that created this universe. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. they extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. So just going back to the rich and the great raiment of a person being something to being looked at as great, being looked at as something wonderful. But no, the works of the Lord are wonderful. All right, just being rich, having the riches of this world is nothing. All right, because ultimately, what did Ecclesiastes 11 say, man? The ones that have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shemashah are truly great men. They're truly noble, because they're doing the deeds of Yahweh Shemashah, not the deeds of this world, and doing anything willy-nilly. They have a governor, they have a king, they have a father, they have a judge that they're supposed to look up to and confide in and pray to, and to get everything that they're getting it from him. Everything that the rich and the great, the quote unquote great men are getting. They're doing the deeds of themselves. They're literally knowing their own understanding, in their own heart, and that's only going to lead to the downfall. This is James chapter 2 verse 3. It says, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. All right, so for the ones that have gay clothing, for the ones that have like happy clothing, they're going to be looked at, once again, as grand. Come over here, you looking good. You definitely a prophet of the Lord. Well now they probably have some more spectacular gold and all that. They were looking, probably 2,000 years, like the wicked Sadducees and Pharisees. They were probably decked out in gold, this and that. And what the Lord had on, he had on sackcloth, potato sacks. All right. The Lord didn't come down to be a God among men. He came down as a healer. He came down to heal our people, and he had the same body that that we had, that we have right now, and he lived his life perfectly. All right, and he did everything he was supposed to do. And now he's in his heavenly body, and he's still doing everything the Father is asking him to do, man. And ultimately, his last thing to do is, of course, give this place a sure judgment, to deliver our people, to deliver our people a swift destruction, and one of our people, as well as the hopeful elect, yours is up on that number, a righteous judgment. All right. So for the ones that are wearing happy clothing, the ones that are once again looked at as like nobles and wise, but just because of their clothing, just because of how rich they look, how rich they seem to be, or how much money they say to have. The Lord is not looking at that. The Lord is looking at what's on the inside. If your inside don't match the outside, yeah, you're going to want your inside is, man. You got to clean the inside of the cup and the outside. All right, can't just clean the outside, man. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2 and 3 says, talk no more, so exceeding proudly, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth, for the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. All right, so kind, man. To the people, these false prophets, these noblemen, these rich men, whatever you want to call them, they're currently on high jesters, or Rothschild, Esau. They boast against Yahweh Shemashah. They on top. And our kingdom will never fall. This money will never collapse. Even people that are poor right now don't even want to believe that the dollar will collapse. People don't want to believe that the kings that are set up would ever fall, man. Because they're so stuck in this matrix, in this illusion, that they don't think it'll never happen. And they gonna keep, just chasing that cheese, going in the rat race. They gonna keep running in the treadmill. They ain't going somewhere. They ain't going nowhere. So talk no more exceeding proudly, let no arrogance come out of your mouth, man. All right. the Lord, the Most High, is a God of knowledge, and by him ashes away. Let me see if there's any more. Oh yes, see, look. Verse 4: The bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumbled are girded with strength. That's kind of. Hold on. That's so crazy, man. I ain't even get that. I'm gonna only get three, but there you go. The bows of the mighty are broken, and they that stumbled are girded with strength. So kind, man. Um, just like I read in Sirach. All right. It's like it. Yeah, Sirach 13. When the poor man stumbles, they see the throne now, man. But ultimately, the ones that are rich and mighty and noble, they're the one that they get all the say and get all the pull. But that's not how the Lord works. The Lord has set up his wise. His wise counsel is the one that are truly noble in this world. That are truly mighty in this world. You know. So it says the bows of the mighty are broken, and they that stumble are girded with strength. All right. So the ones that everyone most of the world want to overthrow are the ones that are truly girded with strength and have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and have might through the power of Yahweh Bashmal Shai. All right. And then so that's how I said it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. It says because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men. For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the God have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that which are mighty. All right, but God, man, the Lord's doing that right now. So what is ultimately truly mighty and wise is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the world. But of course, it's foolishness because we were in sackcloth. We doing it. We rehearsing the righteous acts just like Yahweh did in the disciples. All right. We're wearing the same thing they're doing. We're saying the same things they're saying that we're going to be destroyed. We're doing the same thing they're doing. And yet they're saying, we're bums. We're faithful Israelites. We're this and that. But yet they don't use no knowledge. They go off of color. We go off of the spirit. They go off of their emotions. We go off of faith. We go off of history and knowledge, understanding. They go off of their own heart. We go off of wisdom, which is the most powerful thing in the universe. They go off of riches. All right. So who are truly the Lord's elect? Who is truly, once again, it's not how you look and how much money you got or this and that. It's about what's inside ultimately, your spirit. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you have, that you were able to be received, you're given by the Most High Yahweh Bashmal Shai. All right. But man, that's a little lesson though. Just going on that. Yahweh, that was an edifying little lesson. And with that, I say shalom.